Hello,
Hi, everyone.
Internet. Hello, YouTube. So, interesting thing about this live feed is, hold on, let me see if I can angle this so we can, there you go, because that way we're all a little more even on there. Interesting about this live feed is that we were supposed to do this at like possibly as early as 9, no later than 10. It is currently, Chris, what's the time?
What do we got?
20 after 11.
Yeah, 20 after 11.
It's 20 after 11. So a lot of people aren't even watching this.
Yeah.
Hey there. So
Good night to a lot of
you're
people.
probably going to be watching this late, like tomorrow, like normal people. But we appreciate anybody who's watching us now. So the thing is, Tech Savvy, who's the internet service we use, has been down in most of Ontario. So figures the one day we actually planned to go live, as in we were going to have a schedule, we were going to put it out, and we are going to say Board Game Coffee's going live at like 9:30 or 10 o'clock, whatever that time was. Got all screwed up because it was like the internet apocalypse. Anyways, regardless of that, we've got Chris today.
Yeah.
Finally, Chris is back.
And I got Hitch with me too. So that's why I'm a
Hitch
little
is over to the
distracted.
side.
Hitch is like,
Petting Hitch.
yeah, he's petting
He's all
Hitch.
over me.
He's been sleeping all night, but as soon as we go live, he also wants
So
to
now-
be involved.
We are playing. Let's see. We're
Lot of
we're
fun.
playing some
Funkoverse.
Batman Funkoverse with some. Hold on. I'm trying to get some Harry Potter Funkoverse. So we've got these, and we're combining them. You know what? Here, let me show you a bit of our board. We're actually in the middle of a game right now. Here, let me show you what we got here. See what we got here? We got like Harley Quinn is teamed up with Harry Potter, and she's
Michael
in
Jackson.
she's in a standoff against Bellatrix, or as we like to call her, Michael Jackson, because of that little hairpiece she's got. And
Would you agree or not, people? Would you agree or not?
Batgirl's trying to sneak around the corner, and we got Voldemort back here just acting all creepy. Now Hermione, she's had better days. She is out. Oh no.
Oh.
Okay,
Hurry
so
back in.
Hermione, she's over here. She's been knocked out, so she's seen better days. But so far, we've had a few games tonight, and we've played a pure Batman game. So we're in Gotham. We did that stuff, and now we mixed the universes. We've had the Bat Crew in Hogwarts, and we've had the Hogwarts crew in Gotham.
And
So-
we did play an all Batman.
Yeah, that's the first thing. I
The
said.
first one. Okay, yeah. Sorry.
Anyways, okay, so what do you guys think of the Funkoverse, both Harry Potter and Batman?
Why don't you go first, Chris?
Me first? All right.
Yeah.
I like them both, but I think I kind of enjoy the Harry Potter one
I
better.
like the Harry Potter
It seems to be a little more, definitely a lot more powers. I want to say they're a lot tougher than the DC version.
Really?
Yeah.
I like this version, though. I don't know which map we're on.
Well, we're playing currently a DC map. This is
No,
Gotham.
but this is different than the Joker one. This is the bank robbery, I think.
Well, we're playing a different scenario.
Oh.
But we're playing the flag scenario on the Gotham City streets. So
It's definitely neat that you have different scenarios you can play on the map. So there's different scenarios for the Batman, different scenarios for Harry Potter. So we've tried a couple different ones now.
Well, I think, don't they both have like flags and stuff like that? But it's just they'd be set up differently.
Yes, I believe so.
Like they're different maps. But
And each map or each scenario is a different gameplay, which gives a lot of variety, which I really like about this game.
well, I do like that.
And we've been playing it for hours.
Yeah, we have been, and you can have a few games. Like right now, we've been having like my Hermione, who's been knocked out because now, in my
She kept
defense,
screwing with Harry Potter.
see,
Now
here-
I fault.
here's the
Now I
thing.
fault.
Let me move my drink. Hermione here let's bring her up close. Hermione has got a Batarang. Now she's pretty badass, and you get this Batarang card. So the thing is, for the longest time, Hermione was kind of like, let me just show you. She was stuck in this room, this space where Voldemort is. She was stuck in here for the longest time, and she was holding back the forces of evil single-handedly. They'd knock her down, she'd get up. They'd knock her down, she'd get up. and
Oh,
she
yeah.
never gave
We
up.
are the evil ones in this one, aren't we?
Yeah, you guys are the evil ones. So it's me versus them right now because
and we've kicked his butt
every time.
Every time.
I'll give him that. But it's been close.
Yeah.
Whose opinion? Okay, fine.
It's been close. Anyways, so but yeah, so we've randomly picked scenarios, we've randomly picked characters, and we've randomly picked who ends up being the person that's controlling 3 characters and who's going to be the team. Because so far, every scenario we've played,
been random.
it's always a team, but it's always a team, right?
Yeah.
So since there's only 3 of us right now, we tried to get a 4th, but we couldn't get a 4th at the last minute, and it just didn't work out. So we've chosen randomly, and every time randomly, it's been me who's been solo, and it hasn't gone well, let me tell you. But I am enjoying this, but I'm starting to get the idea that I'm not very good at skirmish games, because I do okay. I find I do okay at the start, and then these two start conniving, and then it's end game for old Mark.
You gotta think ahead.
But I'm doing so far in this game so far. Well, in this game so far, was it 5? It's 5-4. Yeah. But I'm the only.
Always been pretty close.
It's a capture the flag. I'm the only one that's captured a flag so far in this one.
So I have a question for those who are watching live. Are you leaning towards Harry Potter or Batman? DC.
You know what? Me personally.
Let us know what you like.
Who's that?
Ding.
Did you ring a bell? In the Funkoverse verse, I think I'm digging. Oh, Batman. We got a Batman.
Nice.
Okay, so just right there.
Excellent. Because when we went for the demo at Gen Con, what the hell is going on?
I was trying to see if I can see the questions for you.
You can in
just there.
The bat, yeah. So when we went for the demo in Gen Con, I chose, they asked us in line, there was 3 of us, me, Brittany, and some other lady, and they were like, what do you want to play? And I said, Batman. And Brittany says, Harry Potter. And then we looked at the other lady like, you decide. And she said, Harry Potter. And I was like, figures. And so we ended up playing Harry Potter. It was fun. And me and Brittany kicked ass. Yeah, so we did well.
Is that Callum? Hey.
No, it's not Callum.
Oh, what's the name?
First of all,
I can't
that
see
is
that
super tiny.
That's why I was trying to grab my phone so I could read it for you guys. But I was like, oh, well.
You can read it off
we
your phone.
need a bigger screen. What's wrong with Hufflepuff?
Hey, I'm a Hufflepuff. I did the test. That's what I am. I'm Hufflepuff. I wanted to be Gryffindor, something cool, but I ended up being Hufflepuff. And you know what? I've learned to accept it. But there's no Neville on this. There's no Neville happening here. So,
but I have to admit,
not
it was
represented.
very strange to have Harry Potter and Voldemort on the same team the last time.
Wait, you were.
I was just like this.
Can't do it. Can't do
I
it.
have such a hard time with this, but then as you start playing, it's so good.
No, here's the thing.
You actually set me up. And it was actually working really well.
Yeah, we're
Here's the
good.
thing. Yeah, so we're randomly choosing teams. So like right now, I'm playing a team of Harry and Hermione, and they've teamed up with Harley Quinn. And we're in Gotham trying to foil a bank heist put on by, who do we got here? Bellatrix, Batgirl, and Voldemort. Now, I'm assuming they'd be robbing Gringotts, but we are in Gotham. And it was, sorry, what was going on? Hey. Yeah, I'm digging this game so far. Although I'm losing. I've lost every match so far. But I like it. I like the matches. I like that I can give Hermione a batarang, and I can give like Batman a magic potion. And we have the Golden Girls. Oh, I miss you guys too. I miss you too. Damn it, you guys. Sorry, it's late. We've been drinking a little bit.
Just a
Coffee, of course.
Coffee. We've been drinking infused coffee. Which I'm gonna have a sip of my infused coffee right now. But I'm digging this. Like, we've played for a few hours, and what's good about it is we can have a few hours, a bunch of different mixes.
And it changes every time.
Yeah, and because the games are so quick, we get a lot of different experiences, which is pretty awesome. In your matches, how long have they gone for on average? Okay, well,
Maybe
if we 45 minutes?
minutes,
About
maybe?
45 minutes. And that's all a lot of trash talking in there as well. So you gotta
And of course, rule verification to make
Yeah,
sure
'cause we're still
that
learning.
we're winning.
there's not that many rules though, actually.
No.
No.
It's not that difficult.
Just getting
but,
picky.
But Chris learned this one, so it's a little more harder to learn.
Ignore him. Chris did
I
fine.
was gonna. I'm like, no, we're live. I'm gonna behave myself. Behave myself.
So when I first saw this game, and I saw the scenarios, I was thinking to myself, this game's probably gonna, after a couple times of playing it, you're gonna get bored of it because you're probably gonna use the same strategy. However, I was very, very wrong, because even though the scenarios are the same, the players change, and each player has their own special ability. And when you're playing with the Funkos, it's really cool because if you know the characters from their character world, you almost can feel the power that they're bringing from that verse. And it's almost like one of those games where you're like, oh, that character is too strong unless you have that character. But everyone's very well balanced. And I really enjoy it because even if you were to do the same strategy, the game is going to change because of those powers. And I think that's really cool because there's going to be a lot of variety in this game and lots of gameplay. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, it's
Especially adding the different equipment too, like changing, like you said, Batarang with Harry Potter, or vice versa.
Yeah, so again, you're dealing with a lot of the same scenarios, but you're coming at it from a different perspective because you have different characters with different abilities and different equipment, just like Brittany said. And you can mix up equipment, like I said.
Yeah, like right now,
Hermione's got a Batarang, and who's got the mallet?
You do, which is Batgirl. Batgirl has the mallet, and we gave her the mallet because she was the only one that wasn't from the Harry Potter world. So we felt like she
on their
have
side. No one's from the Harry Potter world on their side.
Well, I'm Voldemort on my side for this game scenario, anyways.
So yeah,
I'm sorry, I talked over you.
You better be sorry. So yeah, I'm not sure who's going to win this game. So they've all been pretty tight.
It usually comes down to the last like 2 turns. That's when it all changes, and that's what kind of locks it down with this. So it's not one of those games where you're like,
I found it makes a big difference on like I think you have to start differently depending if you go first or second, like at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
Because if you go second, you go back to back. Because the way it goes is you get a first player marker, right? So you get this first player marker. So on the first turn, because the first time we played, I thought I had actually a good first game, and then things went wrong. A few rolls went bad in my favor, and then they had a henchman that could roll nothing but strikes, which didn't work well for me. And anyways, so you would get this thing on turn 1. So they had it. So they went first. This is the first player marker. And then I went second. So I followed them, but they moved around the board and actually brought them closer to me. So then I moved there, knocked them down, and then after my turn was over, I got control of this. So the next turn, I went first. Yeah. So they were already all down. So I just knocked them off and cleaned off the board and picked up all the gems. So I got a lot of points really fast. But you have to kind of take that into account when you're playing this, right? You have to take into account that somebody's going to get 2 turns back to back.
Yes.
And that
really changes it.
That is a huge benefit.
Yep. And it's interesting too, because as you change scenarios, certain character or Funkos abilities will be stronger in different scenarios, which I thought was very interesting. Like I would have liked to have the Joker in this scenario because for those who don't know or haven't played yet, the Joker has kind of like these, what are they, bombs? That you can kind of place around, and if another person were to hit the bomb, then they kind of blow up and it's like an attack. And I think the different scenarios really do make a matter, or they matter. Sorry. No, you're right. I didn't even interrupt you. So that's our dog coming in. Somebody said apparently the Golden Girls kick butt. We haven't opened the Golden Girls. We haven't opened that one yet. We wanted to play.
That's what I wanted.
How awesome would that be? Be like Voldemort
and Blanche and Rose.
I've been waiting to see the Golden Girls.
Hermione's holding the bat.
So does that mean that all the physical equipment is interchangeable? Yes.
Which is
everybody
really cool.
can hold them. They all have little holes in their hands, if you notice. And the thing is, damn. Sorry.
Oh.
Chaos.
Cheating.
Chaos.
How convenient.
Everybody back. There, everybody's back.
We're in
Everybody's
the
back.
middle of a game.
Yeah, we're in the middle
But
of
we
the game.
wanted to
currently.
come and
But
talk to
yeah,
you.
so
We
one
finally
thing.
got internet back.
Now
Finally.
We've been
we
waiting.
we filmed our unboxing of the Harry Potter Funkoverse. It's not out yet, but thing is, if you look at the Harry Potter guys, this is the hand they can hold things in. See, I can take this potion out of his hand, but this wand does not come out.
And you can put this mallet in.
Do not try to take it out. Yeah, give me the mallet. So, if I wanted to give Harry Potter Harley Quinn's mallet, he can hold it.
Right.
And then he would just get her mallet card. And the mallet card says what abilities he gets with that. So it's pretty cool. Now currently nobody's holding the mallet because
One of the
somebody, I think it might have been, I don't know who it was. Was it Harry?
I think it was Harry.
It was Harry. He has an ability.
Expelliarmus.
Yeah, damn it! I don't know my Potter. Expelliarmus. You guys know.
He's lucky I already married him.
And this one. What was it? Do you think this will become a pay-town system? With super limited models, abilities. How far do you think Funko will take this?
We were talking about that earlier.
I was
How
on their
far?
Well,
I
hold
was
on.
on
Before
their
I get
website
started on
and
that,
it looked like they're
That's
gonna
the
be
ability I'm trying to say. That one right there. Pay to win.
if you actually take a look at Funko.com and go to their blog, they actually, my understanding, very briefly, I went through it today, and they were showcasing, I think, different Funkos that I think are going to be coming into this Funkoverse, which I'm super excited.
But the question
that
is,
would
like,
be cool. But how? But
do you
it's a
think
great
they'll-
question. Would they do all of them? I don't know. They could. Like, there's enough to do it.
But will they do limited? Would it be like, are they gonna
Limited
are they gonna
edition?
release like, okay, here's a limited edition. I'm just gonna use Voldemort because he's in my hand. So it's your limited edition Voldemort. We can't get many of these, and he's got the
And then you
superpower
could bring
ability.
that over to someone's house and play with it.
But
That's
thing is,
cool.
perhaps that.
I'm like
Well-
torn, 50-50. Like, I love that
I
because
might
I
think
want to be
it's
the one
possible.
that has it.
Well, I
and
know in
then-
the instruction booklet it does mention the fact of bringing your characters to other people's houses, bringing certain equipment as well, and trying to find your combinations that work best to improve your game against other people. So I can kind of see them doing something like that because they kind of mention it in the book. To try to-
I could.
Get an extra
The only way I
challenge.
could see them that really working is if there was like a competition type of thing, like a tournament
Yeah.
scenario, right? Because I don't see the purpose in doing it amongst friends, like amongst a social scenario.
I think it's more of like the cool status of.
But
It's the same reason why we bought the one exclusive Harley Quinn,
hold on,
At
what
the-
exclusive Harley Quinn?
What?
or we were looking for
Oh, you're
it.
talking about just Funkos, not
Just
Funko
Funko,
first.
just Funkos,
different.
right? Like it's that bragging right of like I got this one.
What was that? I heard they are only doing cosmetic limited characters, alternate figures, and things like that.
Oh, I'm not sure.
What was a Harry Potter comment? Sorry, I gotta get close because it's far. The phone's far away from us.
That's why I tried
need
to
this
attempt
on
it.
TV.
Yeah, I tried
Yeah,
to
we
attempt
do.
it with my phone, but all of a sudden it double voices and it didn't work right.
We'll
So-
set it up better once we get used to it. A little
I
more.
could see this being inadvertently happening where like they make a limited character, not because necessarily, maybe because if they start treating this like Funkos, where they're like, hey, we're gonna put a limited edition Harry Potter or something with a Santa hat or a something
Into the
character
special
out,
ability.
and it's got an ability that nobody else can use, and then it might combo with something
I already want it. Tell me where to buy this.
like.
I'm the problem.
Like if
Like,
they
yes.
if they go with
Do it.
their Funko strategy, then maybe, right?
Yeah.
But
That's things
I like to think they won't. So I'm gonna go with they're not going to. And if something
it
like
to
that happens, I'm going with it's just happens to be like a character's ability, because I think this game would get to the point where there's so many possible combinations that people are gonna find combinations that be like, oh, if I mix up Blanche with Batman and I don't Lion-O,
For
not
this
that
scenario.
that exists yet, but if they put Thundercats in there, like they combine them, it's like, oh, that's a killer combo in
Yeah.
all matches. Then I think you just gotta send those friends home.
No, 'cause that's
like-
gonna be me, and I
Well,
already live here.
No, because the way we play, just to make it fair, is we
do
do it
random.
random. Now,
Everything's random all the
Yeah,
time.
we
with
ask
us.
Siri.
random
Always,
characters. We use random characters,
Scenarios.
random boards, random scenarios,
Random equipment.
random equipment. Like we just try to do everything as random as possible, and then like whoever gets the teams are random.
Which is why I never win. That's
What do you mean?
We've won every game, asshole. Sorry. What do you?
well, individually. Individually, I usually don't
I'm
win.
sorry
Individually,
for
I don't
that.
win.
Sorry, that was what the hell was that? You never
Okay,
win.
I have a partner right now. That's why
You
I'm
haven't
winning.
lost yet.
That's why I'm winning right now.
Okay,
I'm awesome. I know, it's true.
I'll give Chris
I'm
that.
sorry.
Because usually the videos Mark is always saying.
I'll give Chris that.
Let's do GG.
Chances are the
Let's
only
swearing.
there's the only chance he's winning
No kids up it.
is because of Brittany.
It's
I'll give him.
it's true.
I'll give him that.
See,
I'll give
that's
him
what I was trying to get at. Just saying.
We should just jump to that.
So-
Baby.
Sorry,
So-
412. No,
I want to talk a little bit about the art. So I absolutely love the art on the boards. I think they completely pull you into the game, and Funkos alone are just adorable. And
It's
I
fun.
like Voldemort is so scary in the movies, and when I look at his Funko, I'm like, I just want to snuggle with you. Like, you're so cute. I love him so much. Like I'm him right now because I want to be him, whereas I wouldn't want to be him in the movie. But anyways, I just think like the board and the art and the characters just completely bring me into this universe, which is exactly what they're trying to do, and I think they do an excellent job at bringing you into the theme of what you're playing. And I think it's really cool, even when you're mixing the verses from like this DC world to the Harry Potter world, that you completely get consumed by it.
Now there was something I wanted to say earlier that I forgot what I wanted to say, but it's come to me. It's come to me now. You mentioned that there was some issues. Brittany had issues with teaming up Harry and
Yeah,
Voldemort
I did. It was
together.
like moral
Now,
issues.
She didn't like playing them because they got chosen together. So
He took
since
it.
their team, she took Harry and she took Voldemort. So they're at least she's not playing with them together. But you know what? I thought that was ridiculous.
No,
But-
it's not
but-
ridiculous.
No, you
To
didn't
my
like
core.
it. Yeah, you know. Hold on.
To my core,
they actually are a really good
Voldemort
combination.
and Harry Potter should not play
Let me-
together, but they were freaking awesome.
Let me finish.
a hell of a combo.
So I didn't like. I thought she's being ridiculous, but the moment they were playing, and I knocked Harry on his ass, and then she sent Voldemort to pick him up. That made
It
me
was beautiful.
sick.
It was beautiful.
That made me sick. I was like,
and then Harry came back
I felt
to hit
ill.
3 other
I was
characters.
like, that's
It
so.
was-
Harry was down, and Voldemort was like, "Hey, buddy,
I got you.
I got you. Can you just pick him up?"
because
and pulled
we
him-
needed to
got
kill
you.
the DC characters.
It was
It was beautiful.
it was
And
just
we won the game.
You're
We
literally
won the game.
you're like this is shit.
this is
I get it.
wrong. It was so
It's still
wrong.
PG?
It felt so wrong.
I thought you were gonna puke there.
And the thing is, I don't know why. Like it didn't hit me. Like the connection of those characters didn't hit me until that point.
I told you.
was too
You
much.
made fun of me.
It was too much. Anyways, the match we're currently playing, we're gonna sign off soon so we could finish this. I'm gonna try to win one. Is what do we have to do? It's a capture the flag scenario. Here, let me show you guys. So we've got a capture the flag scenario. That is their flag. This is my flag. Oh, monotone pops to monetize. Possible, but I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. So this is the crowd going on. If you notice, I'm down. I only have these 2 guys, and they're protecting my flag right now.
And we're coming after
And
you.
they're coming after me, but they're gonna go down. I'm taking them down.
That's what he said
You're
every
the,
game.
you're the only one that's captured a flag, so I will give you that.
Yeah. So Hermione's
But we're
gonna
still
come.
beating 'em.
Hermione's gonna come back, and Hermione's gonna kick some ass. So
Nah, Hermione's soft. If you watch our Instagram, you'll understand the inside joke.
anyways, so that is it for
Anyways.
our live. Oh, and let us know what you think of these live feeds because we're gonna try doing them earlier,
Yeah.
assuming the internet works. And this game looks light and fun.
It
and
is.
with the
It's very much fun.
I don't know, you sorry. Oh damn it! Sorry, I
Sorry.
can't read and listen. Unending universes that can be added. The sky. Yeah, it's
It's fun.
It is. It is fun.
It's cute.
And again, this isn't a full review. Just so you know,
No,
we haven't
yeah.
played this enough to review. We haven't like really dissected it, but we're having fun with it.
I really can't wait till we get the Golden Girls in here. I'm just
I want to play with the Golden
I
Girls so
can't wait
bad.
to see what their abilities are.
But we're filming like a
hilarious.
little
We're doing
short
unboxing
unboxing of it, so we got to do that first. We haven't had a chance,
Okay.
so we're really enjoying
Can't
this.
wait.
Oh, and by the way, we love these little board game geek things. You notice? Oh no! Oh, damn it!
The little, what are they? The trays?
The little board game geek trays.
We love them.
Oh.
We color code everything
Yeah,
because
so
we're
they're
that
holding the
geeky.
gems. So they're holding these gems.
Which are blue.
These are our points.
They're so pretty.
And we put them in there, and we got tons of these little things.
Yeah, we have the
Don't be
medium.
giving yourself
no,
a-
yeah, we have the medium-sized ones and the small ones. So we highly recommend getting both.
Yeah, the small ones work great, and the medium ones work. They both work great.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a game board you guys don't use them with.
No, we
That's
use them
true.
all.
We use
and
them
it's
for
great. It's
everything we
like
play.
we can permanently, and because they unbutton
And
and
it'll
lay
flat.
flat, so we can put them in every game. So
You
this
can
one,
travel with them.
so this one will go in our Funko game.
Yeah.
And I actually look at the Funko games, like even though there's two boxes, I look at them as like one game,
One.
right? And we just mix and match. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think there's once you have more, I don't see there's any reason to just play with one.
No, you just keep flipping the board and playing different scenarios and mixing up the characters.
Like it's,
and,
I think it's fun. Like I guess if you want to keep like a theme night,
like,
like
did we
a
show
Harry Potter
Joker
night. Oh,
and Hermione?
there's Joker.
So, like, there's
Hermione we've
Joker
seen.
and-
There's Joker.
Yeah.
Joke.
He was in the last game. He's not. in
He's
this
He's got
good.
some moves. He's got some moves.
And we have
And I'm sad
we
we
have
didn't
Batman
get the
somewhere.
2-pack because I think Draco, when we did the demo, was really good because he had his snake.
Oh, I like Draco. Yeah,
'Cause he had a
when we
snake.
played the demo at Gen Con, there was he could cast like a serpent or a snake
And the
on the
snake would
board,
go around the
and he
board.
looks like
was
kind of
really-
like
it was like the
a little. He
police.
looks like a little token with a picture of a snake on it.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
And
So he was like an extra person.
yeah, it was nice because then that one team would get an extra character, which was pretty cool.
Yeah. And I don't like Draco in the movies.
No, but he was pretty good in the board game. Okay, I think that's it. We're gonna wrap it up. So yeah, tell us if you like these live feeds because we're gonna do. Eventually, we're gonna start recording our playthroughs. The only reason we haven't recorded
Got
this
some new
playthrough.
toys.
What do you want to see?
Yeah,
Yeah,
got
tell
some
us
new
what you
toys.
want to see.
Yeah, but tell us if you like this, then we'll do it more because what we want to do is start playing games and then doing the live feeds right away to kind of give you like our initial impressions of what we thought of these. And we also, at some point, soon, we're going to be recording our playthroughs and we have quite a sweet setup. As you notice, that's our kitchen in the background.
This is not where we
And this is
usually
our brick and
will be
door.
playing.
Yeah, this is not our studio. Because our studio right now is messed up from our last recording. Not messed up, it's just a mess. And
a
we just wanted to have a casual day of playing Funkoverse. But I'm digging it. You know what?
I'm not gonna lie. I actually want to leave soon and continue to play.
But here's the thing about the Funkoverse is
So
I
cute.
like the game.
Oh.
It's simple. Hold on. So
Glad
Thank
you
you.
like it. That's exactly your intent.
So I like. Oh, and by the way, she's got a little dagger. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Is that Michael Jackson that you got there?
Yeah, it's Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
It's Michael.
It's not actually Michael Jackson,
It's,
just to be
it's
clear.
Bellatrix.
But every time I look at her, I just want to keep singing like
Oh, thank you.
Like, I see
the
it, I
bad
say,
song.
anyways, so what was I saying?
I'm sorry.
If you talked about Michael Jackson, I can't remember. I was talking about the characters. You don't know. You guys weren't even listening to me. You don't even listen to me.
Hitch, where'd you go, buddy? Where's it? Yeah.
Where's Hitch?
I don't remember what I was gonna say.
I'm sorry, guys.
We were talking about doing this, and that we're up here doing it.
Oh,
And-
the
Oh, yeah,
studio.
'cause we're in the
yeah,
studio.
we're
Got
gonna
new
be.
toys
I don't
to
remember.
start
Yeah,
doing
we're
it
gonna
in
be
our
recording some good
Proper area
playthroughs.
with the proper
In our-
chairs.
Sorry,
on a
guys.
proper
It's
table.
late.
It is super late.
And a lot of coffees later.
Oh, I remember what I want to say.
Oh, yeah.
So, I like the game. It's very simple, catchy though. It's kind of like those songs you get stuck in your head. But the Funkos themselves
Amazing.
add so much to it.
Yeah, it's so much
Like-
character.
This isn't an official review. Exactly. It is. But it isn't an official review. But I got to say that these characters themselves add an extra point for me.
Yeah, I agree.
Like if this
Well,
were
they completely bring you into the theme.
if this wasn't a but if this wasn't a Funkoverse game, like if it didn't have this Funkoverse personality,
Oh,
I wouldn't
yeah.
like it as much.
I
Like
don't
if this
think
was
so.
just
Yeah, you're right.
minis, I'd be like, oh, this game doesn't have
It's a
much.
very basic.
Well, I think it's the-
basic scrimmage game.
I think it's the character with the
Yeah,
power. So, like for instance,
Well-
Voldemort is super strong.
But the personality that
Yeah.
the Funkos bring,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Like this just this thing adds a lot to it, right? And
Yeah.
if you like the Funkos, if you've ever bought them, and we have, and they're like twice the size of this, but they're close to.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely
And-
adds comic relief too. When we're joking, like you're doing the spin kick with Batgirl versus Harry Potter.
Yeah,
You know,
it was nice. Like, and I was actually
fun.
picking up when I was playing with it, and I was like, spin kick, and it was
Yeah, it's fun.
Before
We've
I
been-
geek takes a butt whipping. It's like screw you.
That's a
Screw
valid
you.
point. We have been laughing all night because all of these moves and the weird combinations are just fun. They're cute. They're really cute. Yeah, I'm
Like you said, I
enjoying this
agree.
game.
It's because of the
It's the
characters.
character.
The fun-
It's the theme.
I think the Funkoverse, the Funko
Yes.
world adds a
Yeah.
lot, and like because if
Well,
you're into
yeah.
Funko already,
you
you should
play
try this. If you like Funko, you like board games, you should try this. There's no reason not to.
Yeah.
It's not a bad game. Even if you don't like Funkos, try it out.
Yeah. Well,
I think if you don't like Funkos, you'll be like, hey, this is an okay game.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's not bad. I could play this. It's like there's not many games that we have that are like, I don't know if this is filler. I'd say it's a little stuff about a
think
little
it's
one
light.
step above filler.
it's just
But
light.
even then, you could use this as a filler game. It's a good strategy game because you could do it quick, like 45
Yeah.
minutes. You could knock this out.
And there's
But
not
there's-
a lot to learn. Not a lot to learn.
It's-
It's very
It's easy to learn, simple to set up, but it's still a lot of strategy. And I appreciate that. Not the one that like hurts your brain like some
Yeah,
games,
no.
but there's still enough strategy that keeps you engaged with the game. And I really like that. And it's just to go
Cute
back
and
to your
fun.
point about the fun part is we put on some Batman music, like we put on Batman soundtrack.
we put the
and it was,
original
like,
Batman soundtrack.
dark and ominous.
Oh, that was
and
the
I
first
like,
one. That was the Dark Knight.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
it's
I was
Dark
like, "This no."
And then
like,
we
it doesn't
switched. And then we
fit.
switched to the
Harry Potter and it did the same
89.
thing.
No, we switched to 89. The Prince soundtrack from the Batman.
So
It was.
dark.
It was.
It's not a very. It's
no,
not a very
It
good
didn't
soundtrack.
work. It didn't
I love.
work.
I love Prince. It's
Yeah,
not
there's
a-
some fun, but it was
there's like 3 good songs on that soundtrack.
But it's like this is a fun, cutesy game with a lot of strategy. And I think you need to have that environment.
then we
like,
just
it's not
switched
like
those to
battle.
90s
Like it's
music.
not
Yeah.
zombie
Yeah, we
side
tr-
where you want hardcore
Yeah.
music where you're killing zombies. This is yes, you're battling, but it's like in a fun way where you have Voldemort teamed up
You know
with
what I
Harry
find
Potter.
interesting is like even though they're like these like cutesy, silly looking little Funkos, I find
still-
myself just like I
they're
get into
hardcore.
situations where I'm like just rubbing my temples and be like, how do I get out of this? How do I get out of this situation?
Yeah.
Because it was like because there
That's what I
is
like.
strategy.
There's different
But it's
levels
simple.
of abilities that each character also has. And depending on where you are on the board in your scenario and what you're doing, the scenarios play out, or your abilities can play out
know,
very well.
I like the Joker. Hold on. 12-year-old daughter would like this. If she likes
If
Funkos,
she likes Funko,
then
she
yes,
probably
she
will
would
like
like
it.
this.
Yeah.
It's
I was
it's
But
it's definitely a strategy
but-
game. I think a younger child.
yeah, I think
would
on
like.
the, on the board it says 13 plus, but when playing it, I'm like, I think you could probably drop that down a bit because it,
It-
seems so very
yeah.
easy to convey on how it played, and as long as you had someone that was adult enough to understand the rules and control it,
Yeah.
I think you could drop that.
Yeah, I
that
think,
age for
especially
And
if you're playing with her and like kind of
Yeah.
walking her
Yeah.
through it, and if you're
And if you play
I
a
think
couple
she does for sure.
times with the same characters, I think that will help
Absolutely.
her learn the game mechanics and the
Mm.
engines a little more, and then when she becomes familiar with it, then she can start playing with different characters. And
you've been playing games with her since she was 3.
oh, then
Oh,
she's
boom,
gonna
this is
be
easy.
awesome.
That's
She'll
awesome.
catch on just fine because she'll already
be a
have
piece
the
of cake.
gamer's mind.
That's great.
That's-
Like, and there's things where like I've played with Joe.
I
I played with the
love
Joker.
that. That's so awesome.
Like Chris
Kudos
played.
to you.
Like Chris Chris played with the Joker first, and I saw him using his abilities, and I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
And then
Still wrong.
I got the Joker, and I played with his abilities, and I
You
did
did not
I
well.
did so much better though.
No, you didn't.
No, I
Oh
did.
yeah,
I played with the Joker so
he
much
was playing
better
it
than he did.
correctly. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I was
I
missing
played,
some key
I
things
played with
there.
the Joker
You
so much
still
better.
lost.
But yeah, I
He's
lost.
trying to cover me
But the
because
Joker,
I'm trying to say you
the
lost.
Joker was awesome. The Joker, I did awesome. The Joker was awesome. And I'd like
was.
to,
There's a lot of
because
stuff.
once you get used to a character, I
Yeah.
find like, so, okay, I want to use their abilities better, right?
Yeah,
So now
that's
it's
fair.
interesting
Mixing
that you
matching.
do that here, but yeah, when we play Gaia Project, first rule is has to be a new character.
No, I do want to do a random character all
But
the
it's like I
time.
want to play the same character just to try to
Yeah,
figure
No,
it
yeah.
out.
because
no.
you want to learn how to do it better.
Well, the thing
Yeah.
is, yeah, I do. And when I get to them, next time I play, I'll be
I
better.
think the difference is Gaia Project is 3 hours and
What?
this is 45 minutes.
They grew up playing games with their family, keeping the tradition.
That's awesome.
Excellent.
I think they would.
The only
probably
game my family
really enjoy
plays
this.
was soccer. You know why? Because we're Portuguese,
Yeah.
and that's all
I
they
never
played.
played soccer.
Or the unknown.
Yeah, you know what? You know what? I didn't. I played soccer. I didn't want to.
You didn't play soccer either.
I didn't
This
play
is a
soccer.
bad
I'm like,
example.
wait.
No, this is a perfect example. First of all, because
Portuguese family, guys are allowed to play soccer. Women,
hold on. Let me
you make the food when we come back.
let's
Just ignore Chris.
let's say one thing. First of all, different.
I don't
Portu-
cook, by the way.
different-
That's why it's even funnier.
Different Portuguese families.
And I do.
They cook for me.
because they are from the same family. This
Oh,
is
yeah.
Brittany and Chris are cousins.
My cousin.
Now that might name be common enough. Now they're both Portuguese. Neither of them know how to speak Portuguese.
I know words, but I won't say
She
them.
doesn't know them. She doesn't know proper words. Anyways,
I can understand it. I just can't speak it. I have a very bad Canadian accent.
so I can speak it. I can't read it or write it. But anyways, as far as these two go, I had the most Portuguese brought up.
Okay, let's get back to Funko.
No, we're done. We're done with Funko. We're done with everything. I think we're done. I think it's time to go back to the
To
game.
playing. Yeah. So, anyways, to go back to your
We got
question, I
sidetracked.
think if you
Is there a
have
question?
young adults at home or young children,
Statement.
I think you could. This is
Who would you consider a
a
young adult?
simple.
Me?
Um,
Are you a young adult?
Give me a
I
young.
don't know, over 10.
I'm over 10.
Like, and that varies from age to age, or like child to child, but
Alright.
whatever.
Hey,
But
go-
I think they'd be able to get it. So the
Yeah, for
main
sure.
point here is it's a simple game to learn, but wherever you are on your board game journey, whether you're a hardcore gamer or you're just beginning, I think this game can engage both players, even if you're at 2 different levels, because the strategy is very good. But again, it's easy to follow, so you could play it and still enjoy your time together.
I found Batman.
Way to
Call each
Yeah.
other out. So, thing is, when I first heard, before we sign off, I'd like to say, when I first heard that Funko was making a game, I think I was with a lot of people with being like, really? But I think they did a good job. I am easily the most Portuguese. Game on. But like I was like when I heard Funkoverse, I was like, really?
I thought it was going to
Like,
be
why are they-
super easy and not really strategic.
I think
and
it'd
kind
be
of
like-
like a super simple game.
I
but
figured it'd be like
I've really enjoyed our Friday night.
I was expecting like tic-tac-toe with Funkos, is like that level. Like I wasn't expecting much.
and we didn't.
but they
we're not
surprised
meaning
me.
to insult anybody.
No, that's what I was expecting. But not because I don't like Funkos, because he's like, you got this company.
Cutesy.
You got this company who's known to make these little things, jumping into like, I want to design games and make games. But they got somebody else to make their games for them. That's different. I did
And
not.
they've been designing games for years.
So I was not
they're
aware of this information.
experienced.
So now that we got this, I think they did a great job.
They did.
Like,
They did.
It's a great and like I want to say there's entry level games, but I want to say it's just above that where it's
Yeah.
you can have the younger person, you can have the more advanced person. It's kind of nice in between.
it is. I think this is a good game. Like, since it's like a skirmish game, like it's got all kinds of scenarios like capture the flag. It's a good game. If you're a parent that has a child that you want to get into board games, this would be a
is a
good
good
one to
entry
get them
level,
into,
yeah.
right?
Or an
Because it'll teach them the basics that they need to get into a more complicated skirmish game.
Yeah.
Like I see
agree.
like the Ticket to Ride and stuff like that is a good, very basic level entry. This is just that next little more dice, more little aspects to it,
Thinking.
more thinking, like actual strategy and trying to get around. I kind of say it's like the next step, and then boom, 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 keep going up.
Yeah.
It's fun like that. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
Because I can see in this game, like we've had a few matches where it's like you end up piling up together in the center, but if
You're
you
just
play it
thinking,
smart, you should just not
Not do that.
Like you just plan for that. Like
Yeah,
it
but
don't-
it's
it-
hard not to because
it's-
you're all going after the same thing.
But you can
sometimes.
figure out who's gonna end up in the center. So you can be just like, you know what, I'm just gonna back out. I'm just gonna back out. You
And
just
walk
get,
away.
first of all,
be the
first-
smarter
away.
player. Be
Yeah.
the smarter and back out.
just to
walk
make a
away.
note, don't take advice from him. He hasn't won one game.
Not yet.
Oh, that's me dropping the mic and walking away.
Make me a drink. Is that why you're walking away, Brent? Is that why you're walking away?
Not cool,
Because
not cool.
they mock me now. But what was this? Enjoy the rest of your scrimmage and good night. Good night.
Good night. All right, let's sign
Yes,
off.
we're signing off.
Our impressions are we want to keep playing.
Yeah, and we are going to right now. So
Not a review.
Have a good
Not a
night.
review.
Just
Thanks for joining us on your Friday
enjoyed
night.
it a lot.
And it's so late.
every missed dice roll you have, take a shot.
I know, that's a fun game.
Ooh.
Dangerous for him though.
Not good. I haven't been rolling the best.
I mean, wanna.
Okay.
Okay, thanks
Thanks, guys.
everyone.
See
We'll
ya.
see you soon.